Hey everyone, welcome to today's training about Friender. As you can see, it's your organic marketing best friend. It's going to be one and all organic Facebook organic marketing software that's going to save you time and make you more money with your organic marketing efforts. So we are still developing and it's still in beta. So if you don't have a Friender account, then obviously you should get it. If you do have a Friender account, then today you will learn what can you do with Friender. With the help of Friender, what are the features that we have released so far and what can you do with Friender as of now. So as I said, it's still in beta and we will keep adding features. The more we add features on top of what we have right now, I'm going to update the training module and you're going to stay updated about what's happening inside Friender. So first thing first, you should make sure that you have the latest version of the extension. So if you go here, you should be able to see the version that you have and should make sure that you have the latest version. If you don't have, like, this is the version as of now, when you are watching this video, this might not be the latest version. So you can just quickly update it by clicking on this update button, and then it should take care of the update. Okay, so once you have the updated version of the extension, what can you do is you obviously have to add the extension to your on your browser, and once you do that, you click on it and then it will take you to beta.friender.io, which is the Friender portal that we have here, where you should be able to see all the information about your friends, about your engagement, about like the messages that you have been sending to your friends. So you should be able to see all that from this portal inside. When you're clicking on this button, if it's not taking you to the beta.friender.io, the actual URL, so maybe just type the URL beta.friender.io, and then you should be able to go to the portal and access the portal. So once you log in, you should be able to see this screen, okay, where you can see that right now I already have installed the extension, I have connected my Facebook account, and I have synced my friend list. But if you are a new user and you haven't done any, like you are logging in for the first time inside the Friender, then you will be prompted to follow through these 3 steps, which is basically it will make sure that you have installed the extension, and then it will ask you to connect your Facebook account, and then it will also ask you to, like, it will basically be prompted to sync your friend list. And once the sync is done, so give it some time, you will see that if the sync is done, it will show a success message like this. So just wait for some time. It might take time based on the friends number, based on the friends you have. So if you have like almost 5,000 friends, then it might take some time. So give it some time, and as I said, you should be able to see this success message. And in between, obviously you can go and click on your friend list, and you can see that friends are getting updated when the syncing is happening. When the syncing friends is happening, you should be able to see that this number is increasing. This number is increasing, and you should be able to see that it's getting reflected. The friends data is being reflected on your dashboard, on your friend list. Okay, so this is your friend list where you will be able to see all of your friends once the syncing friends is done, and then after the sync friends, it will sync the engagement, and then it will sync all your messages that you have had so far with your friends. So when the syncing is happening, we will see here that the syncing friends, then syncing engagement, and then syncing messages. However, you can obviously do it manually if you want to sync your friend list, and you just basically press here, like you just click this button, and then it will start syncing your friends, syncing your engagement, which is basically the reactions and the comments that you have with that friend, the interaction that you have with that friend, and then it will go and sync the message, which is basically the messages that you have had so far with your friends. Okay, so let me make sure that you can actually see. Let me make myself smaller. So, and also on the background, you will see it will also sync your countries, so that you also have the country information as well. Okay, so once the whole syncing process is done, and when it is going to sync again, when it is syncing, or maybe you have clicked syncing manually, right, it will open a Facebook tab here. As you can see, it just opened a tab. If I go here, it will show you that Friender is using this page. Please don't reload or don't do anything. So just leave it as it is. Okay, don't do anything here. So let the syncing happen. Let the syncing, like as I said, it is syncing friends right now, then it will go to syncing engagement, and then syncing messages. My friend list is already synced right now. I have synced it before, so it's already synced. However, if you don't want to do the syncing, if you don't want to manually sync every day, you can also come here on the settings, and you can have this turned on, this setting turned on, where basically it will sync automatically every day between the time you select. Okay, so if I select the time from like, hey, I want this sync to happen every day automatically from this time to this time, then that's when the sync will happen. So I don't have to do it manually, or I don't have to remember to sync my friends every day. For the auto sync to work, you have to have your computer open. Make sure that it's not going to sleep mode, so that Friender can run when the time is right. Okay, now why syncing your friends and syncing your engagement is important? Well, if you don't have, obviously, first reason is obviously the data, right? You can see that who are the friends that are engaging on your content, who are the friends that you have had interaction before, who are the friends who are like giving you, supporting you and supporting your content and supporting your journey, right? So you can see all that data just by looking at it. In future, you should be able to send messages to all these people who are not, let's say, not really engaging, and you might be able to send them a message like, hey, what's up, I see that we haven't talked lately, so how is it going, how is life, and maybe start a conversation with them, right? So you can do that. In future, you will be able to do that. So as of now, syncing friends and analyzing the engagement, it is very important because it gives you the data, and then also you can remove all the inactive friends, like who are not really engaging with your content. So let's say I want to remove all the people who hasn't really interacted with me. Like, see, I can see here like, hey, these people hasn't really interacted with me. These people I will not. Okay, so I can see that, okay, these people haven't interacted, no comments, no messages, but I can also see some of these people was just added. When I did the sync last time, I can see that these people were just added. How can I see that? Because their age is showing me 34 minutes. This 34 minutes, this age basically is the age when Friender is getting that friend into the system. This is not the age when you became friends with someone. Okay, so maybe you became friends with me 2 years before, but you used Friender and you synced your friends 1 hour before, and then Friender got me into the system. Then that means that the age it will show between you and me is like 1 hour. Hope it's clear to you, right? Okay, so the age is basically when Friender is getting that person into the system. Okay, so now as you can see, like, okay, I should not be deleting these people even if they have total reaction, like I have no engagement or no interaction with them, but I can see these people are added recently, so I would not be deleting them. But I can see all these people were added 12 days before, not to added 12 days before, I mean 12 days before Friender got them, and I still have very less interaction with them, right? So I can decide like, okay, if I want to delete all these people or not. So based on that, you can make your decision, like who are the people that you want to keep and who are the people you don't want to keep, and you maybe want to make space for new friends and have an engaged active list, so that when you are putting out content, your content is going to the right type of people, and the right type of people that you want to target, they are seeing your content. Okay, so that's why it's very important to keep an engaged and active list. Okay, and the way that you can have that list, like have an engaged and active list, is when you know who are the people are engaging, who are the people are not engaging and not having an interaction with. Okay, and you are not having an interaction with, and then you can keep, like, you can start deleting them, you can start removing them from your profile. Okay, so as you can see, when I was talking, the syncing friends already happened, syncing engagement has happened, and now it's syncing messages. So once the whole process is done, your dashboard should reflect the data. If it's not, just basically refresh once, like Control F5 or just F5, and then it should reflect the data. So let me go to the friend list. As you can see, I have, so basically the name of the friends and the gender, age. I have already explained about the age. The countries are basically the country that the person is from, and it might not be accurate because we are using an API to get the countries, so it might not be accurate, but it should be like almost 80 to 90% accurate. Okay, and then the country tiers, and then sync and added date and time, friends, source. Okay, so we have friends source, which is basically Facebook sync as of now, because it's getting from the when I'm syncing right now, and right now the source is showing as sync, but however in future it will be the actual place that I got that friend from. So let's say I have got the friend from Facebook group, then it will show the friends source as Facebook group. If I got the friend from someone's friends list or Facebook suggested friend list or maybe a Facebook post, then I should be able to see the actual source that I got the friend from. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Then, as I have already explained about the total reactions, comments, and messages, these are basically your engagement, and then has conversation or didn't have conversation with, which is basically you have had messages with that person or not. It's like a two-way conversation. So if you had a conversation with that person, then it will show as yes. If you didn't have any conversation, like, hey, I didn't have any conversation with these people, like I can see the message count is 0. So then obviously it's no, like I didn't have any conversation with. Okay, so I hope that's pretty much clear, right? But the next thing that you can do is, like, as I have said earlier, that you can unfriend people. You can remove the people that you don't want in your friend list, that you can remove the people that you can see that they are not really engaging, they're not doing anything. So you can remove those people. So I just don't want this people in my friend list, and I wish to delete them. So what I'm going to do is like select all those people that I want to delete and then unfriend them. And it will happen automatically. You don't have to really do anything. It's going to happen in the backend, and you will see a notification pop up here. Like its notification is going to pop up around here. Okay, as you can see, like, hey, this guy just got unfriended. Okay, and the people who are getting unfriended, you should be able to see them on in the unfriended friends, like under the list of unfriended. Okay, so if you go to unfriended, then you will be able to see all the people that you have unfriended, and you are not friends with them anymore. Okay, so let's say I go to this profile, and you will see that, hey, I'm not friends with this person anymore. Okay, Ankit, this guy got unfriended. So let's find that guy, this guy. Okay, so let's go here. See, he's not friend anymore. I'm not friend with him anymore. Okay, so they are going to get unfriended automatically from your profile, the people that you select to be unfriended from. So that's the unfriended. Whitelisted, like whitelisted is the people like you don't want to unfriend. So let's say you are running an automation to remove all your inactive friends, and you don't want to delete few people that you want to keep. Those people you want because they are maybe they are your buyers, maybe they're your clients, they're your customers, or they are the people that who you always want to keep and you would want to unfriend them, right? So like you can see that few people I have already whitelisted. So how you can whitelist? You can select multiple people, like, hey, this I want to whitelist these people. Let's see. Okay, I can go to the next page. Maybe I want to whitelist this guy, whitelist this guy, whitelist this guy, this girl, Howard, Kevin. Okay, so I want to whitelist these people. I can just go here, and again I can select these people. I can go to the actions and I can whitelist friends. Okay, so now these people will be added to my whitelisted list. So next time when I unfriend people, then these people will not be unfriended ever, unless and until you remove them from your whitelist list, and then you can then they can be unfriended. So if you want to unwhitelist someone, like if you want to remove someone from your whitelist list, then you can do it you can basically click on this star icon, and then you can do it one by one. As of now, obviously, in the next feature release, we will release the feature where you should be able to do it in a bulk. Like you should be able to select multiple people, and then you should be able to remove them from your whitelist friend list. Okay, so as of now you can do it like just clicking on the start button, and they will be added to your they will be basically your normal friends again. As you can see, they are not whitelisted friends anymore. The next one is deactivated. Deactivated are the ones, basically the profiles which are deactivated by Facebook, and you cannot really do anything, or you cannot really get any information about those profiles, because literally they have either they have deleted their profiles, or Facebook has deleted or blocked their profiles. So it's impossible to get any information about those profiles. It's just gonna be there. Okay, so you cannot really do anything about your deactivated friends. Now, going to the lost friends. The lost friends are the friends which are basically who have deleted you, like the people who have deleted you, or you have deleted them, but you didn't use Friender to do it. Okay, so if I go to my Facebook, right, if I go to my Facebook, and let's say I go to my like, okay, let's say this girl, right? Do I have any messages with this person? No. So maybe let's say I'm gonna delete this person, and I delete it manually, right? I'm not using Friender to unfriend this person. So I do it, and then this person will be into next time when I sync my friend, next time when I do the syncing friends, next time when I sync my friends, then that person will come under my lost friends because I have deleted that person manually, not by not using Friender. Or that person has done it, like that person has deleted me, like unfriended me, right? So now Friender is going to show those people under your lost friends because you have lost those friends. Okay, so that's what lost friends is about. Blacklisted. So what's blacklist all about? So it was actually requested by some of our partners, some of our customers, from our other softwares who are using our other softwares. They have requested this feature, so we have included this in the Friender. So sometimes when you are using organic marketing on Facebook and you are using it for business, you also have people, maybe your family, you have your friends added in your Facebook, and when you are running automations, when you are sending messages, like you're sending a broadcast messages, or you're sending birthday wishes, like you are using automation to engage on your prospects or your customers or your target audience's profile, you don't want to maybe do it on your friends or on your families because they are not really going to buy anything from you. They're just there. Maybe you want to keep them because you want to have conversation or you want to keep the relationship. So maybe you have them for that reason, but you don't want them to see your automated messages or automated engagement or anything like that, right? So you can add those people into your blacklist. Like you can blacklist those people, which means that when you do any sort of automations, so at that point of time, those people will be discarded. Those people will not receive any of your automated messages or engagement or anything that you are doing using Friender. So you can blacklist those people. So you basically, how you do it, you can basically select those people like this. You can go here, you can do the blacklist here, and they will be added to your blacklist. Okay, or you can do it one by one. Like you wanna blacklist this guy, you can just click on the minus this icon and he will be blacklisted. So if you go to blacklist, you can see this guy just got added. If you want to remove someone from blacklist, just click on the icon again and they will be removed from the blacklist list. So now the only thing that I'm left with is a pending request, and I'm going to come to that after I show you what else you can do with Friender, because that's related. So the next thing that you can do with Friender, except obviously you're syncing your friends and analyzing your engagement, is sending friend request. Okay, so now as of now, you can only send friend requests from a Facebook group. So I will go to my Facebook group here because it's my group, and I think I should be friends with the people that has joined my group, which obviously, as you can see, we are not friends. Most of us not friends. So maybe I want to add all these people. As I said, you can go to any groups that you are in, and knowing the groups that you know your target audience is hanging out and spending most of their time is one of the important part when you are doing organic marketing and you are trying to get all the leads organically. You are not paying money on ads to get them, you're actually trying to get them organically. Then obviously one of the part is like knowing where your leads are, where your audience are, right? So one of the places that in Facebook especially it's like you will see that most people actually are in some groups that you should be a part of if you are trying to get those people and add those people to your list and become friends with, build relationships, build connections, and then at some point of time convert them to a customer. Okay, so you can use any groups to run Friender from and add all the leads that you need to run your business, all the leads that you need to make money. You can get those people from those groups automatically without you spending time getting them, without you scrolling through profiles and making sure to add the people who you think could be a future customer of yours. Okay, so how do I do that? I obviously will click on Friender. Let me just refresh the group. And you should be, obviously, when you are inside the group, you should be in the members area to run Friender from, because that's where you are going to send the friend request from. Okay, so I will be clicking Friender, and you should be able to see this extension popping up on your members area. If you are somewhere else and not here, and you are trying to use the extension, obviously you will not be able to, because Friender cannot run from those places. Okay, you have to be in the place where Friender can run from. Right now it's Facebook group. In future it will be someone else's profile, it will be Facebook suggested friend list, it will be someone else's post or ad or an ad that you see on Facebook. So in future those will be added, but right now, as of now, you have to be inside a group. So as you can see right now, I'm not seeing any Friender run Friender button because I'm not at the right place to run from. So if I go to my Facebook group, then if I click on this button, then I will be able to see that, hey, run Friender, and I can also see the basic settings that I can use to run Friender from. Okay, so now if I go here and I can see my basic settings that I can use. Lookup interval is in between 15 to 18 seconds to 15 minutes. I would always suggest you to, if you are running it to get leads and you don't want to be put on Facebook jail, then I would always suggest you to use 10 to 15 minutes time lookup interval. For these test cases, I would obviously use 15 to 18 seconds. Request limit, you can use infinite or limited. If you are, however, if you are using, let's say 30 seconds and you are using, or maybe 1 minute, and then you are limiting the request, then you can go for it, because Facebook would not understand, Facebook would not understand you are running a bot, because you are actually limiting the request, like to maybe 10 requests or to maybe 50 requests, right? But for now, I'm just going to go with infinite. I'm going to go with auto, like 15 to 18 seconds lookup interval. Gender filter allows you to add the people who either who is a male or is a female. If you don't want to use the filter, just don't use it. If you do want to use the filter, like if you want to just add male entrepreneur, let's say, or you want to add female real estate agents, so you can actually do that just by clicking on female, and then you also have to give the keyword as real estate, so that now you only add female real estate agents. Okay, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to use the gender filter on this case, but you can do it. Okay, country filter allows you to add people from specific countries. So if you want to let's say add only male or female real estate agents from United States, then you can do so. Or maybe like from United States, like let's say, so you can do so, okay, by clicking the country name. If you want to add male real estate agents just from tier 1 country, then you can also do so. So tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 countries, you can just Google search it and you can get the list which countries fall under tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3. Okay, so I'm not going to go and use it either. But if you really want hyper targeted leads and you want to just target, let's say tier 1 countries people, or maybe kind of people from the United States or the UK, then you can actually use this filter, because this is very useful for those purposes. Okay, so that's, and again, we are using an API to get this information, the country filter and the gender. Okay, gender filter, gender information and the country informations are coming from an API, a third-party API that we are calling, and we are getting those information. So those might not be accurate because we don't have any control on that, because whatever information that API is giving us, we are just using that. Okay, so it might not be 100% accurate, but should be like 75 to 80% accurate, that you will be able to add the tier 1 countries people. Okay, so I'm not going to use it for these test cases. Keywords, you can use keywords to add the people who you are targeting. So if you are in a group and you are in a group, like let's say this group, okay, this group has like 18,694 people inside this group. All of these people are not my target audience. All of these people are not, let's say my target audience is mostly business owners, entrepreneurs, founders, directors, co-founders, like marketers, coaches, and consultants. All of these people are not my target audience. So if I want hyper targeted leads to be added to my list, then I will actually use the keyword, like keywords that is going to match with my target audience. So I'm going to use like entrepreneur or business owner, coaches, right? So I'm going to use that, and then you can save the keywords like for your next run. So basically, if I let's say like, hey, save this keyword with my audience set to, so I can actually save this keyword just by clicking here. Okay, the keyword is saved, so that next time when you're running Friender, you don't again have to put the put the same keywords that you want to use maybe on some other group, or maybe on the same group that you want to use it, but you don't have to again write the keywords. So I'll go to my group here and start again, go through the process. So let's say I do wanna add keywords. You can see that I have now 2 sets of keywords, like this target audience, 2 sets of saved keywords. This was saved previously, and this I just did it, right? So you can see like, hey, entrepreneur, business owners, coaches, target audience set 1, which is basically these are my target audience. So if I'm running it from a group, it will only add the people who is falling under my target audience. Okay, so I'm not going to add keywords either. Negative keywords, I'm not going to use keywords here either. Okay, so negative keywords are basically the people that you want to avoid. So let's say someone is an entrepreneur, someone has an entrepreneur keyword, but they also have a forex trader, so you want to avoid those people. Okay, so now if you give like forex trader here, so even if someone has an entrepreneur, but then that person also, like, you are using the negative keyword and you have one of the keyword as forex trader, and so that person has forex trader and entrepreneur, it will not send a friend request to that person, because you have used negative keywords. You're basically telling Friender that don't add anyone who has forex trader, even if that person matches with my target audience, because I don't want to add forex trader entrepreneur, right? Okay, so that's basically the negative keyword is for. Not gonna use it here. Resume from last search is basically the position, like, hey, maybe you ran Friender from this group and you want to resume it on the next run, you want to resume it from a certain position, so you just give that position, and then that's where the Friender will start running from next time. Okay, so I'm not gonna use that either. So just going to use Friender with the minimal settings, which is basically the lookup interval. I'm just gonna run it. But however, as I said, you can obviously, if you're in some other groups, you want to target those people and add those people to your list, you can use all of these filters. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and then run Friender here, and let's see what happens. It's gonna add all these people because I didn't add any filter, I didn't add any keywords, so it's gonna add all these people. So gonna go through every profile and just gonna go like add all these people to my list, like send a friend request behalf of me. As you can see, it just said like 2 profile viewed, because one and like has sent the friend request to this, and then it's actually on the second profile, it's gonna send the friend request to this person too, and then it's gonna go to the next, which is most probably this one, and then go to the next, this one. So it's going to keep doing it. Okay, so let's see. Okay, going to the next one. All right, already 4 profile viewed and 3 friend requests sent. So it will actually scrape the whole group, and it will send all these people a friend request without me really doing anything, without me spending time sending them a friend request or clicking this button, without me going through each profile and make sure that, hey, this is actually under my, like, this is someone that I want to be friends with, if this is someone that I think could be a potential customer of mine or not. So I don't really have to do any of that, because Friender is going to take care of all of that for me. So that's right now, that's all Friender can do. So right now, if I go here, and if I go to pending friend request, now you will see that these people are on my pending request, which means that these are all outgoing requests as of now. In future, we are going to also include the incoming pending friend request as well. As you can see that these are the people that actually, like, these are the outgoing pending friend requests that I just sent, and these are all in my pending request. And you can also see that the keywords which was used for sending this friend request, for these ones it's showing 0, because I didn't really use any keywords when I ran it from this group, so it's showing 0. But if you have used, like, if I have, for this one, let's say I have used keywords, you can see these are the keywords that I have used to send this friend request. In the next feature release, you are going to see the keyword which actually has triggered this friend request. So out of all these 10 keywords, if this director or marketer, this keyword actually triggered the friend request, then only that you are going to see only that particular keyword which has triggered that friend request. And you can see the Facebook group, like the source as Facebook group here, right? Because I'm using Friender from a Facebook group. When these people accept your friend request, they will actually reflect on your friend list. when you sync the friend list next time, those people will be reflected here and they will be under your friend list when they accept your friend request. On the request history, you will see that how many automations you have run, how many total profiles you have viewed using Friender, how many total requests you have sent using Friender, and how much time you have saved using Friender. Okay, so now, and also the versions that you are using. So this is your default version that you have here, and this is the last version, the current, like the last one that I just used, which is basically this one, friend request settings v12. So this you can actually change, and you can make like this is the default version. So next time when you run Friender, like let's say I make this one as my default version. Okay, so when the next time when I'm in the group and I'm trying to run Friender, you will see that the default version is being reflected here. I can see the setting history here, so I can see that, okay, what is this version was, like what was the settings about. So I can see that it was, I used tier 1 country, so I used the country filter, I used the lookup interval as auto, and I used this many keywords. You can see that all these keywords has been used. Okay, so that's the setting. So if I make this as a default, every time I run Friender from any group, that default version will be reflected. Okay, so you don't really have to again do anything. You just basically click run Friender and it will start running. And I can edit that. Obviously I can edit that on runtime. I can edit something like, hey, I want to maybe just, I also want to use the country filter, right? And then I can run back and then I can run Friender from here. Okay, so that you can do. Then we have browser manager, which basically allows you to see like how many browsers you are using Friender this particular account from. So you can see like I have on my Mac, I have logged in. I can just remove this, and you also using it from the Windows, which is basically this device. I can see that it's running Friender. So that's all I can see. Okay, so that's all we have on Friender right now. So as you can see that we still are syncing messages. It's actually getting all the messages that I have had with everyone, like had with people from the time my Facebook account was created. Okay, so it obviously is going to take time because this Facebook account is almost like more than 12 years old, so it's gonna take time. So based on the messages that you have with others, based on the friend list, based on the friends that you have, the syncing process is going to take time. So let it happen and be patient, let it happen, and then you should be able to see all the data on your dashboard. Okay, so that's all in Friender right now. As I said, I will keep you updated on the next release and what's happening. So until then, keep using Friender, keep growing your friend list, and keep your friend list engaged and active. So until the next release, take care. Bye bye.